Morning world. So this was a video that's completely unplanned again. Wasn't even thought of until I opened the post just now, and so now I've just got to the point where I'm going to have to say something. The video I put up, the last video I put up, first of all, I'd like to thank you all very, very much for the support you've given me, both the moral support, the sympathy, you know, appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It is, it's not nice when you go down with TB, but please remember, we've only gone down with the 5 steers. Just think of all those poor farmers out there, all around the West Country, Ireland, whatever else, who are going down daily and weekly and losing numbers of their stock. I mean, all their hard work, their blood, their tears, their efforts, everything else goes into their livestock, and this disease, TB, is just taking it away from them. And there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Because at the moment, there's no solution. No real solution. They're nibbling at it, they're trying to sort it out, but there's no real solution. But some of these farmers are right at their wits' end. So we've been unlucky. This is going to hurt us, but there are a lot of people far, far worse off, and they need your support as well as I do. Anyway, so this morning, been to the post, and an envelope came. Postmark was from sort of northeast of us, I'll say no more than that, and inside that envelope was a £20 note and a message, and the message basically read, hi Ian, really enjoy your channel, enjoy what you're doing, sorry about your situation, here's 20 quid, you can put it towards your flying lessons or your new barn. I don't know who you are, I don't know what gender you are or anything else. All I can say is thank you very much for doing that indeed. And you're not the only one. We've had, over the last year, and I haven't really mentioned this because I've not wanted to encourage it, over the last year we've had between £200 and £300 in cash, always cash, sent to us. I mean, we've had one chap, I'll say your name, Tom from East Devon. You've sent us quite a lot, and you know, thank you. And I did mention it in a video very briefly and sort of off the cuff that the money that you sent us bought feed for the animals, so you knew it wasn't going in my pocket for ice cream for the kids and stuff like that. But this cash that's come today, as I understand, it's not the only one. I've had messages on my Facebook page, people telling me they're sending me money. I can't quite work out how I feel about this, because the video we put up, a reference to the TB, wasn't trying to coerce you out of money for sympathy for us. The flying lessons thing that I put, I'm not getting flying lessons. No, I probably won't this year because I don't think I can afford it. But I don't want you guys to feel like you have to buy my flying lessons, because flying lessons is a nice to have. Okay, so I've always worked on the need to have, nice to have. I'll always sort this one out first. Whatever's left can go into that one. There's not usually much left for that one, but there's enough to keep us happy. All right, as long as the need to have is sorted out, we are going to be okay financially. We're still going to be able to cover our need to have. Okay, not provided nothing else horrible happens this year. So sending us money is a lovely thought, and it's very, very much appreciated, but I'm nervous about how I feel about it. And maybe that's a pride thing. Perhaps it's a pride thing. but how I feel about it, and people sending cash through the post. Now, I know there are other channels out there who have links to PayPal and stuff like that. You can donate directly to their channels if you so wish. And I know quite a few channels, one or two that I watch, they kind of rely on people to donate to them. That's not what this is about. We may or may not, and you can put a comment in the sections below as to what you feel about this. Obviously, we got a PayPal account because we have it for our eBay. And we could quite easily put up a link down there, and if somebody wanted to donate money, we could make it easy for you. But that's not what this is about. This channel is my diary. Okay, so when I'm 80, 90, sat in my chair, filling me nappy and dribbling me soup, I can go back and I can look at today or last week, and I can remember stuff. And I can go, oh, remember that, or I don't remember that, or who's that? So that's what this is for. And in the meantime, if I can share that experience with you guys, the other thing I'm trying to do for the channel is reconnect you with what's on your plate. Okay, so which I can do on the beef side, and other farmers can do on the corn side and whatever else. A huge proportion of our population can see no further than the supermarket for their plate. Okay, so I don't know who you are watching this, but if you think of what you had for your breakfast this morning, okay, or what you had for your lunch or supper yesterday, you know where it came from back to the supermarket, to where you bought it. But how many of you know the backstory of that? So the other side of the supermarket, how much of the food miles, the travel, the husbandry, the care, the hours, the weather and everything else, how much of that side of it do you actually know? So as far as I'm concerned, channels like myself, Tom Pemberton, Jerry, I Farm, We Farm, Farmer Phil, all that sort of side, we're between us, oh, don't forget the Funky Farmer. Sorry, Richard, nearly forgot you then. We're trying to fill that hole back in and reconnect you with what's on your plate. There's been a huge thing with the vegan, whatever else, and loads of misinformation and misconception and twisted facts and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's the other side of what this channel's for. Right, back to the main nub of the subject, money. People have sent me cash. I'm uncomfortable with it, but I can't stop you doing it. If someone decides to do it, I mean, we've had cash sent us. I mean, we've had Cadbury's cream eggs. There's still 2 in there. Bearing in mind that I gave 4 of these to the Funky Farmer when we went over for pasties the other day. It was Richard had one, Jack and Harry had one, and Sam, Mrs. C, she had one as well. So I shared these. So he shared the Cornish pasties with me. I shared my Cadbury's cream eggs. So I haven't eaten them all, all right? And Abby's had 2 as well. So I've only actually had 2 of these, just so you know. Not fat, just big boned. I've lost track of where I was again now. Anyway, so we have a PayPal account for our eBay, obviously, because that's how people buy stuff on our eBay shop. Do I, and I'm asking you this, do I put a link to that below in my description so that folks that want to donate something to the farm, which are going to do it anyway, can do it through that? Or do I just tell you not to do it? Because I don't want to appear, I don't want to look like I'm begging for money. I also don't want to appear ungrateful. So it's like kind of rock and a hard place, catch-22. So some of you will be on the side of, oh, he shouldn't be asking for money because that's, well, how dare he? And others will go, oh, what a lovely chap, let's give him 10 quid. So there's going to be 2 sides to everything, and I'm not going to please everybody. So the question is, do we open a link to a PayPal, those who want to donate something towards the farm, bearing in mind that anything that would be donated is not going to go to flying lessons. Okay, so if that ever happens, I'll be paying for that myself. Okay, indirectly it would be, because if I haven't got to pay for other things for the farm, it gives me more money to pay for my flying lessons. So it's kind of indirectly you'd be helping, I suppose. But I don't know. What do you reckon, folks? This video is not going to be monetized because I think that'll be taking the P155. So just let me know what you think. Okay, and then bearing in mind, if you're wanting to do that for me, bear in mind the bloody phone. Hello. Don't worry, I do that all the time. Yeah, sure. Remind me of your address. Okay, all right, no worries. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. The man's at his apple tree eaten by his goats, so I think it's going to have to come down. So I'll just write your telephone number down. Sorry about that. Busy. So there you go. Right then. I probably have to record this now. I'll switch all the phones off for this now. So, do I open a PayPal link? Do I not open a PayPal link? That's basically the nub of the question. Yay or nay? What do you reckon? Do you think it's taking it, or do you think it's a good idea? I'm on the fence about it. Like I say, I don't want to appear needy, and I don't want to appear ungrateful either. So I think I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. So let me know. Right, on that note, I'm going to do some more office work, something I love dearly. And then I'm going to go and play in some muck. Right. Thanks, guys.